guys, the Super Review Show for another episode of Why You Should Listen To. This is the show where I pick out albums that have low Spotify streaming numbers, but their music is actually really darn good, and you should definitely check out this band or these artists that I recommend. Regardless of how you may feel about them, they are really widely regarded as one of the best bands or artists of their time, and their Spotify streaming numbers are just lower than I would think. So here we are today talking about Extreme. Extreme is a band that formed in 1985, and if you've watched me for any period of time, I'm not the biggest. I love Def Leppard, I love Poison, Rat, stuff like that, but I'm not the biggest fan of hair metal. I mean, some people that's like a sin. Like, how could you not love? I love Def Leppard. Def Leppard's great. Poison, late 80s rock in general is great. Motley Crue, not too big on. But Extreme is one of those bands where I'm like, this is a really underappreciated rock band from the late 80s. I mean, Extreme? Come on, how much more? Listen, their only number one hit song was More Than Words. More Than Words is an acoustic ballad on an album that is hard-hitting, heavy, basically 80s hard rock. Hair metal, you know what I mean? But I love it. I did a Rock Talk episode specifically for that album. If you want to check out the video I did for Extreme's Porno Graffiti 2. Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti, excuse me. It's a really great record. I've listened to it on my turntable, and I'm like, this is really good stuff. Like, Get the Funk Out, in Money We Trust. There's a lot of really good songs that they've done, but they barely get any light on Spotify, any light on Instagram. I follow their Instagram account using our Super Review Show Instagram account, and Gary Sharon is a great guy too. He posts stuff all the time too. But what happened to Extreme? Truthfully, I think what unfortunately, and this goes back to the generic conversation we talked about with Nirvana. Nirvana and Pearl Jam came out, and Extreme kind of took a huge hit. I mean, Extreme was doing great, and then the album Extreme 2 came out in 1990, right before Nirvana hit in 1991, one or two. So that being said, Extreme took a pretty big hit, and they kind of got forgotten about. But I still like them because I love the song More Than Words. More Than Words is just a fantastic song. It's a great ballad. Check it out. But Extreme is one. If you're looking for other bands besides Guns N' Roses, besides Motley Crue, besides Def Leppard, besides check out Extreme. Extreme's got just play Porno Graffiti from start to finish. Listen to their debut album. They have a new album coming out, I believe, soon, if I'm not mistaken. I saw their Instagram post correctly. Like Neo was on Eddie Trunk at one point, and it was a big rock guy in general. Eddie Trunk, you're fantastic. But Extreme is one of these bands that I think gets not a lot of light, and they deserve a lot of light because they're just that good. I mean, also, I am going to try and see, this on a just side note, I'm going to try and see Aerosmith later this year at Fenway Park, and Extreme is opening up for them. And I'm very curious to see Extreme live and hear More Than Words, hear Get the Funk Out, stuff like that live. And I want to see that show. I mean, I've said this before. I'm in New York, but Boston's not too far away from me, so I'm going to try and go to that Boston show in September. So I can see both bands. But as far as Extreme goes, I looked up where they play a lot. They don't play in a lot of majorly big places anymore. They play in a lot of clubs, a lot of smaller venues, which is very unfortunate because they had a number one hit with More Than Words, but they're really only known for that song. Whereas Get the Funk Out was a huge hit back then, but everyone kind of forgot about it. But you should listen to Extreme because if you want to get into other hard rock that's not Guns N' Roses, that's not Motley Crue, that's not Def Leppard, but was just as successful, check out Extreme. Extreme is one of those bands that I just love to death. I love Bruce Springsteen, I love U2, and I love all that type of music as well. But Extreme for me is one of those places in my heart where I'm like, you know what? Check out Extreme. Extreme's a really great band. You might as well check it out. So that's why I think you should listen to Extreme. Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti is a great record. I love them quite a bit, and I want to try and see them later this year. So, long story short, guys, what do you guys think? Are you a fan of Extreme out there? Jump down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts on this video. Like this video and smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell for when uploads come out too. Thank you so much for watching this video. But for all of your why you should listen to videos and many more, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off to work.